Here we are at the Tampa Bay Auto Museum. They have a ton of innovative cars here, a lot of front wheel drive cars. I mean, here for example is a 1934 Stower, probably saying that wrong, but front engine, front wheel drive, aluminum V8, 2.5 liter. There's a lot of cars with like really experimental technologies. They've got 1928 Alvis. Here's a French car, 61. I don't even know how to say that, I'm not going to try. But not just European cars. Here's a rotary Mazda Cosmo from 1970. An NSU, also really a rotary powered car, sedan. Here's the front wheel drive Citron SM. This has the Maserati V6 powering the front wheels, hydropneumatic suspension. Very complicated compared to other vehicles at the time. Front wheel drive Citron. A later 2CV Charleston from 88. And here's a 54, so you can tell not a lot has changed over the era. Here's a Sahara, which is really just meant for going off-road. This is a pretty interesting car here, an all-wheel drive prototype. So this was developed by Ferguson Formula, who made an all-wheel drive system. Still has a 289, but all-wheel drive made in period. Pretty interesting. An all-wheel drive 68 Ford Zephyr. There's a couple Hotchkiss cars. These are flat-engined 4-speed cars. Top speed of about 100 miles an hour, so not fast, but still, for their time in the early 50s, plenty. And then we have an Avanti. Pretty cool for American cars, supercharged. I believe they have a Paxton supercharger, maybe. A lot of French cars. Not an American car, technically a Northern Ireland built car, the DeLorean. They've got this one cracked open here and they allow people to sit in it, which is very nice. We have a Tata here, a Detra, which I didn't know. Tata technology, but made in Frankfurt, Germany. And then the Czechoslovakian Aero. And some more Tatras here. So these are all air-cooled overhead valve engines. Most of them are V8s, a lot of them are. And really just a different approach compared to what American car makers are doing. Another 42 Tatra. And here's a 35, a very early Streamliner. Not quite complete, but knowing this museum, they'll have it put together soon. They've taken on a lot of projects, a little bit more than what the American Muscle Car Museum tends to do. We tend to want to get cars in the condition we want to show them in, but sometimes if you're into really weird stuff like they are here, you gotta start with what's available. So